Comedian Jimmy Rees is giving plenty of locals in the region a laugh on his Let's Get Regional tour. And after the success of his previous tours, Jimmy has been bringing his unique brand of comedy to many areas across the country. Jimmy, thank you so much for joining us. So your Let's Get Regional tour, sold out shows. It sounds like it's going well so far.
Oh yeah, it's going awesome. Yes, thanks for having me on the program. What was I doing on the weekend? I was in Port Macquarie, a couple of sold-out shows there, and then we had a couple of charity shows actually over the weekend in Lizmore to help with the recovery efforts there. And I met the mayor a few months ago, and he was like, "Come to Lizmore and do a show." So we organised it in the university there up on the hill. So that's been going amazing. So yeah, it's awesome. The responses have been cool.
Oh, they've had a tough time, haven't they, in Lizmore? So no doubt they would have absolutely enjoyed your shows.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I went there last year and, had a tour around the town and, it's pretty incredible. Just, we all saw the images of the Macca's sign hanging out the top of the water, but when you're there and you're in the town and they're pointing out where all the markers are, where the water got up to, it's absolutely incredible. And to think that the river is actually like another 10 metres down the hill, it's insane. So, yeah, it was a fun show. They needed a laugh and, yeah, it was a great response. They're great people out there and very resilient, yeah.
Yeah, well said. Now, your show, Let's Get Regional, started in February, finishes up in July. Tell us about the show.
Look, if you've been following me online, it's a concoction of all of the different characters and kind of different formats of videos that I make online live. Now, I will remind people that they're highly edited, the ones you see on social media, but these ones are not. So it takes on its own form. There's a few, chats to the audience. It's a little bit of stand-up comedy, you might say. There's a few skits in there. A lot of people started following my content online from my Meanwhile in Australia series, which was just, through the pandemic, all the states arguing with each other about what was the right thing to do, what are people doing wrong, and all the weird things that happened through that time. I make one of those live, which is like a catch-up of the last 5 years, which goes horribly wrong every single night, but that's part of the fun.
Of course it is. And you're also, in your spare time, an ambassador for Singapore Tourism Board. Tell us about that. And you've recently been to Singapore. What were some of your standouts?
Yeah, that's right. Look, I'd been to Singapore before, to the airport, like a lot of Aussies have as they're hopping over to Europe or other places of the world. And the airport's excellent, but I would recommend getting out of the airport and seeing the beautiful country that is Singapore. There's so much to do. It's family friendly. I think of my family going, that's an English-speaking country. They speak English there. It's easy to get around. We went to Sentosa Island, which is like a fun park, a fun little island for all ages. There's beautiful food, it's a culinary delight there. Obviously, influences from all over Southeast Asia. It is absolutely incredible. Some of the oldest hawker centres there. You have to try the satay when you go there. It's a cultural experience. The shopping's amazing. That's what my wife pointed out when I went over there. She's like, "I hear that you're staying right there in the shopping centre, so you better go shopping and buy me some things." So that was tick off the list. It was amazing. The Singapore Tourism Board have got this campaign going at the moment. Find yourself in Singapore, and it was really testing out Aussies' experiences of Singapore and whether they know Sentosa Island, some of these little places around Singapore. And we hid some mini figurines. I've got one here. This is me around Singapore, and you had to find out where they are online. And if you were to pick the right spot and leave a comment and win, then you win a trip to Singapore to experience all these amazing things around the country.
Oh, fantastic! Well, we're seeing a lot of people being immortalised as Barbies and Ken dolls. Now you've got show us again their little figurine. That's very cute.
Look, I think the 3D printer is sort of maybe not nailed the neck. I don't know if I'm too hunched over just yet. That's in years to come.
Oh, that's great. I love it. So maybe it's, Let's Get Regional, Let's Get Singapore. You'll be travelling over there and doing your shows. But no, congratulations. I mean, you've had an amazing career and plenty more of it. And we certainly need a lot of laughs in this world. So really, grateful for your time again. And we'll bring up on screen one more time some of the shows. So for people that haven't been or want to go again, Let's Get Regional. So bring us up to speed on where you're going to be again across the country.
Oh, everywhere. We're going to Townsville, Cairns, Mount Gambier. I'm going to, where am I going? I'm going to WA in a couple of weeks, to Bunbury and Albany. There's some Victorian shows in there, Shepparton, Albury-Wodonga. I'm going everywhere over the next sort of five months. So it's, it's pretty crazy.
Fantastic. Well, all the very best. And thank you so much for joining us, Jimmy Rees.
Awesome. Thanks for having me. See ya.